comfortable for you, please. Let's take a dry Akasha Mudra, which we've been focusing with this week, tucking our index finger down to the base of your thumb and then placing the thumb tip to the middle finger and the ring finger with the little finger outstretched to the side. You place your hands down on your thighs, on your knees with your palms turned up. As you lengthen through your spine, starting to tune into your breath and take long, deep, steady breaths with your own rhythm. And as we tune into our breath, noticing it turning, easing out any tension, and coming into the present moment, welcoming this day with gratitude as we acknowledge our chakras, the energy centers, the light wheels of our bodies in our yin practice tonight. Chakras are a nice way to visualize different colors within your body and also to inquire with the qualities of the chakras and how these qualities relate to your life. And let's start by just breathing fully through our body and welcoming a rainbow of lights from our root red chakra to our sacral orange chakra, solar plexus yellow chakra, heart green chakra, our throat blue chakra, third eye indigo chakra, and crown violet chakra. And as you imagine these colors within you, the rainbow streaming through with your breath, welcoming and inviting your breath to rise up with an inhale through this rainbow. As you exhale, sending the energy down. As you inhale with prana rising from your root to your crown. Exhaling with apana, a downward force from your crown to your root. Inhaling prana, welcoming, inviting freshness. Exhaling apana, grounding and releasing. Taking 3 more breaths just with your own steady rhythm. Perhaps sound breath as you cultivate the sound of the ocean waves. And now opening your eyes, let's take deer pose. We're going to cross our right shin to the front of the mat and move the left foot behind, moving it quite far behind so that we can create a shape of one leg moving to the forefront and the same kind of shape but as a different pattern behind us. So both knees are 90 degrees and both feet are flexed. Just finding a shape that's most comfortable for you. Possibly the knees are quite far apart, or this knee can be further towards your right foot. Noticing what's best for you and flexing both feet and relaxing the feet. Let's either take the hands either sides of the legs in front of you, or if you want to make it slightly harder, you can lean back. And maybe leaning back at a slight diagonal, so you're over to the left, maybe to your right if the right leg is in front. And as you lean at that slight diagonal, finding your equanimous breath through your body, cultivating your breath, and we'll focus on our red root chakra. Muladhara. Muladhara has 4 petals, and here we're demonstrating 2 petals with our legs, imagining the other 2 as a mirror behind you. And there's 4 petals in each of the directions, north, east, south, and west. And as you breathe with the energy of your root chakra, with red earth energy, inviting red earth energy for your physical body, with stability, with support. And as you breathe through, noticing how your legs feel from the feet all the way to the hips, lifting through your spine, lifting your body, softening your face. Maybe you can close your eyes if you like. And we'll stay here for 10 more big breaths, actively tuning into the depth and the sound of your breath with Ujjayi breath, and possibly counting your breath for equanimous, equal breath, Samavriti. Perhaps settling on the count of 6 for an inhale and 6 as you exhale. Breathing deep. Noticing the sensations arising. Noticing both of your hips, your tailbone, and through to the feet. Let's take one more big breath, please, here with an inhale to rise, and an exhale to ground. And then we'll go to the other side. So changing the legs over. Maybe you shake the legs out in front to just revitalize and feel into a neutral point before starting the other side. Let's take the other leg forward now. Shin is roughly parallel to the top of the mat. And then you're moving the other knee back as you make the shape with both of your legs as like a 90-degree shape if possible, or you're making sure that that knee is in a good place, so you're protecting your hip and finding the right shape that's right for your legs again on this side. Again, you can stay quite upright, hands to either side, or hands backwards, and you're leaning back in the same line as your body, leveling shoulders and hips. And as we breathe deep, tuning into red earth energy, 4 petals of your root chakra, Muladhara, and the seed sound is Lam, L-A-M, Lam. As you breathe, perhaps you can internally sound this in silence through you, and feeling the vibrations from your root chakra, Lam. And as you breathe, noticing the feet again, your toes, the legs, and the difference on this side. Softening your shoulders, your face, lengthening through your body. Taking big, deep, long breaths. And we'll take 10 more breaths on this side. And I read a poem by Harajo. Remember the wind, her voice. She knows the origins of this universe. Remember, you are the people, all people you are. And all people are you. Remember, you are this universe, and this universe is you. And as we tune into our identity with our root chakra. Possibly thinking about an I am affirmation. An I am affirmation for your root chakra could be I am grounded, I am strong, I am resilient, I am moving through life. Or possibly you can think of many or a few more that are your own unique affirmations for your root chakra. And let's take 2 more breaths here, please. Long, deep breaths. Great. Bringing the legs back forward and then shaking them out again. I'll take off my socks. Great. Let's now move onto our hands and knees, please. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Flatten the feet at the back. We'll just warm up with some cat-cows, awakening our spine. From the tailbone of your root chakra, lengthen, looking forwards, lifting your heart and gaze. Exhale, rounding, tucking tailbone under and chin to chest. Inhale to lengthen again, lifting your heart. Exhale to round, tilting through the tailbone, the hips. Inhale to lengthen again, feeling from your feet all the way through. Exhale to round, feeling your tailbone and hips again, pressing to the ground. And one more as we inhale, lengthening, lifting our hearts. Exhale to round, press down to the ground and lift up and arch. Coming to a flat back, let's step our right foot forward and turn it out to a diagonal line for lizard pose. We move the hands just inside the right foot, framing the hands are shoulder width apart. And then maybe you can tuck your left toes under, move the left leg back a bit more, making the legs more into a stretch with a longer stretch. Feeling into whether you want the back knee lifted or down to the ground, whether you like it a little bit harder with the knee lifted or relaxing it down, your choice. And if you have the availability to lower down to your forearms like usual, you can do that, of course. If you'd like to take it a bit further, you can move the right knee and the right foot so that it's at an angle. And the right outer edge of the foot is down to the mat, but the inner arch is angled up. And that opens the hip even more. So staying at any of those options, maybe exploring them all if that's available to you, and noticing what is the difference, and what's the most enjoyable variation for you. As we move through our root chakra to our sacral chakra now, around our pelvis, around our sacrum, from hip to hip, breathing from the feet all the way through the legs, through the pelvis. Our sacral chakra connects us to orange water energy, water of life, water of creativity, of sensuality, of movement and flow. And as we connect to our sacral chakra, inviting this orange water energy to flow through you with your Ujjayi ocean breath, allowing and inviting your breath with orange water energy to stream through with abundance, with creativity. As our sacral chakra teaches us to go with the flow of life, to know that change is inevitable and the constant flux, just like the ocean waves. And our sacral chakra asks us to live with creativity, abundance. And as you breathe, allowing this to stream through you, all the way through, noticing the sensations. And let's stay here for 3 more breaths, please. Long, deep breaths. Noticing the opening of your hip, the spaciousness. One more breath. And then slowly bringing that foot back in line with the right hip. We'll take a low lunge now. So taking your hands either side of the foot, just frame the foot and look forwards. You can have the back toes tucked under or the foot flat, whatever feels comfortable for you. Feeling into the front of the left hip and the back of the right. Pressing both feet down, lengthen through from your lower spine up to the crown of your head. To make it harder, if you like, you can tuck the back toes under and lift the knee up into dragon. And we'll stay here for 10 more breaths, either low with the knee or low with the knee lifted. Pressing to the ground, feel like a wave is moving over you. Inviting this wave with your breath, into the left front of the hip, the psoas muscle that connects your thigh, your femur bone, to your lower ribs and your spine. Softening your face. Let's take 2 more breaths, please. And then lowering the knee down, we'll flex the foot and practice our low lunge with a flexion, feeling into half splits and noticing the back of the calf, the back of the knee and the thigh. Again with our root chakra, our solar plexus, our sacral chakra, and now feeling into your solar plexus, around your navel and above the navel, where your diaphragm resides, with fire yellow energy. And the fire yellow energy of your solar plexus, with a fire flame warming through you. Let's take 1 more breath here, please. As you slowly come back to your hands and your knees, have a little shake of your hips from side to side, from the hands, feel through. We'll take it to the other side now, so stepping the left foot forward to the top of the mat, move the foot out at a diagonal, and check that your hands are shoulder width apart, steady to the ground. Again, you can either choose the back knee down, the back knee is lifted, you can move that back foot back a bit more to get more length in the legs. Maybe the hands are on the ground or your forearms lower to the ground, and maybe the foot tilts so that the knee moves out to the side and your outer edge of your foot is on the ground with the inner arch slightly tilted to the side. Softening your face as you breathe through. On this side, noticing any difference. We notice our root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus. As the sunrise with an inhale, and a sunset as you exhale. Sunrise as you inhale, and a sunset as you exhale. Feeling into the breath and stoking your inner fire with your breath, noticing shining fire energy moving down to each of the chakras and up all the way through you to the top of your head as well. Sparkling this energy through all of the trillions of your cells and your organs, all of your systems. Sparkling this energy for your own self-empowerment, positivity, and direction, willpower in life. So from our root with our path, our purpose, our stability and physical body, we move through with nourishment from our sacral chakra, with creativity, abundance, to our solar plexus, with empowerment, willpower, and direction. Taking one more breath here, please. Let's move the foot now to the center point so it's in line with the left hip. And again, either your hands are framing, well, they are framing the foot, and the back knee is either down or it's lifted. Looking forwards, lengthening through your spine, feeling into the right thigh, right front of hip, pressing to the foot if the knee is lifted. Breathing across the right front of your hip, your psoas muscle. And as we breathe into this area, finding space and letting go of tension, we come into our own balance for our passion, our purpose in life. Breathing through, taking long, deep breaths. With an inhale, the sun rises. As you exhale, the sun sets. With red, orange, and yellow. And with our root chakra, 4 petals, the sound lamb. Our sacral chakra, 6 petals, the sound vam, V-A-M. Sounding that a few times internally for your vitality, the vavavoom. Let's take the right knee down and bring the left foot into flexion for our half splits. Noticing the toes spread, flexing the foot, lengthening over the leg. Either the back toes are tucked or the foot's flat, whatever feels best for you. And as we shine our heart across over the leg, feeling into the lower chakras, lifting from your hips, lifting the side of the body, the spine, the front of the body. With an inhale, the sun rises. As an exhale, the sun sets. Our solar plexus chakra has 10 petals. And the sound Ram, R-A-M. Sounding this internally, your inner roar, Ram. And the Ram animal is associated with our solar plexus as well. So it ties in that way. One more breath here, please. Inhaling, sun rises. Exhaling, sun sets. And then moving back to your tabletop again. Hands under shoulders. Pelvis sway from side to side. Wag your tail. Look maybe to one side and then the other. Looking to the back of the mat. We're going to lie down on our backs now, please. Lying down for our spinal twist across our lower chakras and the solar plexus. Let's take our right leg over the left and ease the knees over to the left side. Maybe you move the hips a little bit further across to the right once you've got set up to deepen the twist. And the right elbow shoulder height is bent with the palm facing up and the hand away from your head but level with your head as the elbow is bent. And as we breathe across our lower 3 chakras and across the opening of our side body to our heart, our shoulder, inviting deep breaths and sound breaths with Ujjayi breath again. Possibly sighing out. And you can look to the right or turn your head as you close your eyes to the right. And as we breathe here from our root chakra, the solar plexus, and our sacral chakra, all nicely with our breath, with our attention. Breathing across heart and opening your heart, Anahata chakra, your heart with green air energy. Your heart has 12 petals and the sound Yam, Y-A-M. And as you breathe with this green air energy, opening the petals of your heart chakra, Anahata. Anahata translates as unstruck, which is a strange word in a way. But unstruck means that the sound is made by something that naturally arises, that the sound hasn't been made by one thing striking another, like a drum or a key. But the sound is unstruck, it naturally arises from your heart. As you breathe, sensing the sound of your breath, the sound of your heart, with the seed sound Yam, Y-A-M. And let's take 2 more breaths here, please. Slowly bringing your knees back to a center point, rolling onto your back. Let's hug our knees in and rock from side to side, just to rebound and neutralize. Then taking your left leg over your right, moving the knees over to the right, and the left hand out away from the body, elbow bent at shoulder height again. The hand is away from your head, at head height, and the palm turned up. Again, if you like to move your hips towards the left a little bit to deepen the stretch, you're welcome to. And as we breathe again through this side, through our lower chakras, and across our heart to our left shoulder, possibly turning your head to the left, closing your eyes. And as you breathe deep, welcoming your heart unfurling, unfolding with your own love, peace, understanding, forgiveness, compassion, gratitude. wisdom, and grace. Noticing your heart and the energy around your heart. Welcoming your heart to expand, and with green air energy, welcoming your heart to open with love and peace, compassion, understanding. And allowing your breath to fill you up, filling up your heart as you inhale. And empty out as you exhale, cleansing through. Inhale to fill up and swell, blossoming your heart. Exhale to empty out and release, centering with your heart. Your heart at the center of your chakra systems. Your heart as a star beaming in all directions. Let's take 2 more breaths here, please. And then slowly drawing the knees to a neutral point, you're back on the mat again, flat, plug them in and rock from side to side. You can circle them if you like to, around one direction. And circling the other direction, easing your hips, your lower back, the lower chakras up to your heart and your shoulders. Let's take Sleeping Goddess now. We'll move the soles of our feet together and the hands are out with the elbows at shoulder height bent again, palms turned up. As we lie in this gesture of openness, of receptivity, receiving a stream of love, of peace through you, and sending this out to the world as well, as you receive and give from your heart. Your star at your heart center, the star of your soul, sensing the star beaming light down to the lower chakras, through your body to your feet, your toes and the soles of your feet. The soul star of you, lighting up from your soles all the way up through your legs, through your body, your heart, beaming this light of your soul star all the way up through your upper torso, through your arms to your fingers and thumbs, the palms of your hands glowing with the soul star light. And releasing, relaxing your face as this light beams up through your face to the crown of your head, connecting with the divine, you as a spark of the divine, you as divine love. Aham Prema, I am divine love. And as you repeat that possibly a few times, Aham Prema, I am divine love. Allowing the sparkling to sparkle all the way through you. through your heart, your love, your peace that you give and receive. Let's take 2 more breaths here, please. Slowly closing your legs, taking your hands to the outer thighs to do so if you need. Rocking your knees in, and again, just rocking from side to side gently. Moving the knees into some circles of your own rhythm and circulation. And circling the other way, easing round. You can either rock and roll up to seated or roll onto your side and press the ground away to come up to seated, your choice. As we come up, let's now roll onto the front of our bodies and we'll take Sphinx pose and seal for our throat chakra with the lower chakras and our heart in our awareness and our third eye as well. Feeling the feet to the ground, the thighs and the front of the thighs, moving your elbows underneath your shoulders, spreading the fingers and either choosing the hands placed with the palms down, your palms pressed together in Anjali Mudra, either with the fingers interlaced, index finger pointing forward for Tara Bodhi, a directional mudra, or your fingertips and thumb tips together in Hakini Mudra for concentration, for focus, representing the brain hemispheres. And you can imagine your heart as well, the 4 chambers of your heart corresponding with your 4 petals of your root chakra. And the 4 petals of your root chakra, each chakra growing from your root with your heart as 12 petals and your throat as 16. Your throat chakra represents communication, truth, creativity, and a bridge, a balancing between your heart and your mind. As you breathe with blue ether energy, ether as space, and breathing into this spaciousness, inviting space up through your spine, through each of your vertebrae, to the back of your neck, inviting this space to clear and cleanse through your body. Our throat chakra asks us to notice our communication within ourselves and within our lives for others all around. How we communicate from all of the other chakra centers as well. As each of the chakras interweaves, mixes, and spirals in and out of the other chakras. And as we breathe through our throat chakra with blue ether energy, 16 petals opening, many ways to choose our words, our actions, our ways of listening within ourselves and to others, and to nature. And here, with your sound breath, noticing the sound of your breath, and extending your hearing out to as far as possible, to hear hum of life. And let's stay here for 10 more breaths, or you can choose different variations now. We can press the ground away into seal to make it harder, moving the fingers out at a diagonal, forming a V with the index finger and the thumb, and pressing up through the arms. Walking the hands back towards the body, we take 10 breaths here. Or if you'd like to make it slightly easier and different, you can take your hands to your jawline, around your cheeks, your face, and settle into that as well, stretching your throat that way. So whichever seems best for you today, as you lengthen through your spine, breathing through your throat, with 16 petals, and the sound HAM, H-A-M. As you sound that internally, asking how. Taking 2 more breaths, please. And then let's lower down and we'll come into crocodile pose, crossing the forearms, swaying the feet over your legs. Softening face and jaw, having a sigh. We next move into a nice shoulder stretch. We've done this before, so let's take our left hand out to the side, palms turned down. Right hand to the side of your right chest, and then you move yourself over to the left side of your shoulder and body, hip. And as we settle here, just choosing a place for your head to rest, where it's comfortable. Maybe a blanket underneath your head would help if it feels a bit low and not right with it just naturally on the ground. Maybe the right foot can move behind you quite a way. I can show you if I move over a little bit. And if you move the foot further behind you, increase the stretch. Take the right foot to the ground, it increases even more. And the more you angle the knee up to the sky, you're twisting further and increasing the sensations, the depth of the stretch. Breathing deep on this side, softening your face and your jaw. As we breathe through all of our chakras here, through from the root chakra, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, to our third eye, all of our internal body chakras. Closing your eyes and seeing inside with peace, with beauty, through your third eye, with indigo, intuition, and 2 petals. The 2 petals corresponding to the sun and the moon, the day and night. And the center circle has the symbol Om of your third eye. And the sound for your third eye is Om. As you soften to the ground, read a nice passage about the third eye. Through the divine eye, the yogi sails his or her consciousness into omnipresence. Hearing the divine sound Om, all creation unfolds. Face the morning sunrise, Pour the sunrise light through the third eye as you chant Om and the Gayatri mantra. Relationship of radiance, of sub or inner being. Call forth awakening, radiance, abundance, and prosperity. Taking one more breath there, please. And then let's move on to the front of our body again, just to have a neutral point as a rebound, crossing our forearms for crocodile and swaying the feet over the thighs once again. Softening your face, your jaw, and having a sigh. And seeing the pressure to your third eye as you look within for inquiry, insight, intuition. Let's move to our right arm now, moving the right arm out at 90 degrees, palm facing down. Take the left hand to the left side of the body and rowing onto that right side of the body. Checking in with your head again if you need anything under it. The left foot behind the right, maybe quite far behind if you'd like to stretch out the legs, or the left knee bent with the foot flat. We're angling the knee up to the sky to increase the stretch, deepen the sensations as you breathe through. And as you breathe deeply, welcoming the light of your third eye, of radiance, to light up through you with awakening, to see your truth, to trust your own inquiry, and to trust that you have everything inside and you are enough. You have great wisdom of your eternal soul, of your soul star, inviting the light of this wisdom, the light of your soul. And in the previous passage of the third eye, or wisdom eye, mention the sound Om as the mantra connected to your third eye, and the Gayatri mantra, the mantra that celebrates light and welcomes light. Yogis chant the Gayatri mantra at sunrise and at sunset. They chant the mantra to welcome light. Om Bhuvah Swaha Tatsavitu Vareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhuvah Swaha Tatsavitu Vareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodayat. And the Gayatri mantra is welcoming the splendor of light from the world, the splendor of light from the sun, the moon, the splendor of light from each other, and the splendor of light from all souls, all life. As you take one more breath there, please. Let's roll onto the front of our bodies again and take crocodile pose. Crossing your forearms, maybe switch your forearms to the other forearm on top if you always habitually go one side. As you sway your feet, relaxing your jaw, your face, having a sigh, maybe an om. And then let's press the ground away, coming into child's pose. As you take your hips back to your heels, extend your hands over the head at first, please. Let's come up onto our fingertips just to stretch the upper arms, the shoulders, the back of the neck, the back of the heart, and through the spine, side bodies to the hips. You can relax your hands or take the palms together and the prayer to the back of your head in Anjali Mudra. We'll spend 5 breaths in this variation. We'll move for a few more variations in child's pose. Noticing from our root chakra, the rainbow of light through your body to your third eye, your crown. With pressure on our third eye, looking down to all the others. Looking down through this rainbow of light, balancing with your breath and your intention, your awareness, your wisdom, your connection. Saying thank you to your body, to this inner system of guidance for you, of your chakras. And saying thank you to the earth. As we take our hands overhead, coming up a little bit, and then move the hands over to the left, arch over to the left as you soften your face down, pressing the right hip to the right heel, stretch through this side. Taking 5 more breaths here. And as we balance through the chakras, balance all of the energy systems, the nadis, 72,000 nadis, roughly, approximately 72,000 energy lines within you. Let's take the hands over to the right side, arching them over to the right, and pressing the left hip to the left heel. Enjoy the stretch on this side. Do your feminine moon side, the masculine sun side of your right body, with the feminine and the masculine of your soul's light. Taking one more breath on this side, please. Let's take the hands to the feet now and just soften the forehead to the ground. Soften your shoulders. Like a seed, sealing all of this in. From your toes, your feet, the soles of your feet, all the way through to your third eye, your crown. Softening your shoulders, the back of your body. Feeling the weight of your body. As if you could let everything go to the ground, really releasing, maybe having a sigh or sounding an om.
Noticing your breath through the back of your body, with the sound of your breath. Taking one more breath, please. And then let's slowly come up to either a seated position, or you can lie down for Shavasana relaxation, whatever feels best for you. You could even lie on the front of your body if you like that, and rest on the front or the back of your body, or in a seated position. And choose kneeling or cross-legged, or a yin seated position if you'd like to keep practicing. And as you lie or sit, settling through, softening your body, noticing your spine as the central column of light, Shishima, the central column of light, lighting with all the rainbow colors of your chakra system, wheels of light. And as we settle, let's align all these points in our body, noticing root chakra at the base of the spine, relaxing through your legs to your feet, the red warmth of your red root chakra with earth energy, with fertile, nourishing energy, moving up to your sacral chakra, orange water energy, noticing this imbalance above your root, the water streaming through your body with abundance, creativity, relaxing around your hips, your lower back, your belly. Noticing your solar plexus chakra with yellow fire lights. And this balanced over the lower two, shining with fire, illumination, sparkling energy for your own positivity, willpower, strength, direction in life. As you breathe this in, through the inhale, the sun rises, and exhale, the sun sets through your body. Relaxing around your rib cage, your diaphragm, your lungs and heart. Sensing your heart with green air energy opening, unfolding, blossoming, expanding with love and peace, understanding and forgiveness, compassion and gratitude. Green air energy circulating, breathing all the way through you, relaxing down through your arms to your hands, your fingers and thumbs, palms of your hands, your heart star, your soul star, shining with love all the way through you, and shining with love out to the world. As you breathe through your throat, the bridge between your heart and your mind, your throat chakra lined over your heart above the lower three, this rainbow. And as you breathe through your throat, your communication with truth, with wisdom, with clarity, clearing and cleansing. Breathing this blue ether spacious light all the way through. The rainbow rising to your third eye. Your third eye balancing at the top of your physical inside chakra system. Your third eye, the purple intuition, indigo insight. Inner teacher of your heart, to tame and to understand your mind, to balance the hemispheres, your left and your right, to balance day and night, sun and moon, masculine and feminine. And this balance weaving all the way through you, resting in this light, your crown chakra above your head, as we naturally tap into this energy with meditation, with relaxation, opening your crown chakra with 1,000-petal lotus, a silent Om, with violet, rainbow, white light, the energy of connection to the divine, connection to your soul, connection to nature, connection to higher guides of angels, animals, ancestors. And as you soak in this light, soaking in the light as it shimmers through you, allowing this light to softly settle with all the colours of the rainbow through the whole of your body. And as you say thanks to your body, to your heart and mind, sealing this in, and I read a song of creation from the Atraya Upanishad, the Roar of Awakening. Fire became speech and entered the mouth. Wind became breath and entered the nostrils. Heaven's vibration became sound and entered the ears. The sun became sight and entered the eyes. Plants became touch and entered the skin. Animals became movement and entered the sinews. Water became the sea and entered the cell. The sun became mind and entered the heart. Earth became blood and entered the feet. Air became cerebrosal fluid and entered the hands. Darkness became sleep and entered the hidden places. Light became awareness and entered everywhere. Life became the in-breath and entered the navel. Death became the out-breath and entered the crown of the head. Space became love and entered our essence. Time began to pulsate and created cycles of being. As I play the crystal singing bowls, absorbing these sounds for healing. As you seal this in with thanks and gratitude, starting to wake in your own time, moving your fingers, your toes, possibly circling your wrists, your ankles. Taking a stretch through and rolling onto your side for a few breaths, or rocking and rolling up to seated. As you press the ground away, finding a seated position, there's no rush. Let's take our hands to our heart, please, as we sit with a long, tall spine, softening shoulders back, bowing to your heart, your body, the light within you, bowing to each other, the light of all life. Namaste.